Hello, Cancer. Welcome. Take a seat and relax. There's nothing you need to do in this present moment except to relax and enjoy your reading, Cancer. And just start your reading off, Cancer. We have card number 9. Cool. There is no road here. There is no one right way to live life. Right? There's no one right way to name something. Right? This is a flower, but this is also a flor in Spanish. Right? Is one wrong? No. They're just different ways of expressing the same thing. So there's no road here. There's no need to follow guidelines. There's no one right way of living life. Try creating a different path. Try a different way of doing things. Try a different perspective. There's no road here. There are no rules. There are no guidelines. Make your own road. There is no one exact way of doing things. You're right in the middle, and you have all sorts of directions you can go. There's no road, so have fun, explore, and listen to your heart. Where there is no road, you can always make one. So it seems like there's something you really want, Cancer, but there's no way of getting there, or no guidelines of getting there. There's no road to get there. It could be something impossible, or it just could be something that hasn't even been thought of yet, Cancer. But where there is no road, you can always make one. You can always make your own way. As long as you will something so much, as long as you want something so much, as long as you lust after something so much, there is no stopping you. You can create anything that you could ever want. That's what we are here for, to learn how to create. And especially if there's something that's been on your mind for a while that you really want to bring out to this earth, or something that you want to explore, or somewhere that you want to go, there is always a way. You can always find a way. Even though there's tons of things trying to stop you from getting to your destination, there's always a way. You can always find a way. You got this, Cancer. The moon is dark. It's kind of hard to navigate in the dark without a light. And the Emperor. The Emperor is in charge. Oh, he is driving. He is driving that car. And he he is driving through the night. And it's nighttime. And it's kind of hard to know where you're going in the night, right? It's kind of hard to know where you're going when you're going through a new location, a new area. The moon. So the moon is all about things we don't know. But the sun always comes up in the morning. The sun always shines its light on all that dark that you were just at. So this feels like there's something you don't know how to do, but you really want to do it. Or being able to figuring out how to do it is going to get you to something else that you really want. And the Emperor is here saying, yeah, take the wheel, right? You don't need Jesus to take the wheel in this situation. You take the wheel. Go and learn. Go and figure that thing out that you don't know. Go and shine your light on this darkness of unknown that you want to explore. See, and that's the type of energy that is required from you. This Emperor type of energy. This person that is embodied in his body. That he knows who he is. And nobody's going to tell him how to run his empire. Nobody's going to tell him who he is. Because he knows. He is sitting in his throne. He knows his power. He knows his strengths. He knows his weaknesses. He knows where he wants to go. He knows where he wants to take his empire. And he is going to do anything in his will to achieve that image, to achieve that success. There's no road here, but this Emperor is going to build a road where there is none. And this moon is going to shine a light on the night and turn it into day. Wow, that's very night-timey and ordinariness, and that's very day-timey. You okay, Luna? You okay? You good? Who's outside? Hi. Speak. Yeah. It's okay, baby. I love my dog. All right, so cool. You probably needed that relief because it's been nighttime. And something as simple as my dog can turn things into daytime. Something as ordinary as just chilling with my dog. Guilt. Why is there guilt? 8 of clouds. So this is of the mind. So this is like your mind eating you up. You're beating yourself up. This is the beating yourself up card. Why are you beating yourself up? Because there is no road? Why? But that feels like that's no reason to feel guilty about something. Guilty that you want to go a different direction than your GPS is telling you. Oh, yeah, because in this scene, the GPS was telling Michael to go to the right, right? Michael should have gone a little bit more up and then to the right. But he heard go to the right, so he went to the right and he ended up in a lake. So imagine the guilt. Imagine not listening to that GPS like Dwight was saying. Because Dwight was saying, no, the GPS is wrong. You got to go up there. It's saying keep going and then to the right. And then Michael's like, no, but it's saying to go to the right now. But I think this situation is guilt. Guilty for not listening to the GPS. Guilty for wanting to make your own road. Guilty from, maybe this is like, this feels like, if there's a family business and, your parents want you to take over, whenever you're the age and whenever you're ready. But this feels like you don't want to take over the family business. This feels like there's something else that you really want to do, something different, something unknown, right? Because the family business, that means that you've been there all your life. That means that that's something very known. But what you want is something unknown, something different. And obviously, like if you decide to act on this energy, then obviously you're gonna probably make your parents upset, and there's probably guilt, you feeling guilty that you want something different than what your parents want from you. And I feel you 1,000,000% Cancer, because when I was studying in college and everything, at first I didn't know what I wanted to study. I knew I wanted to be some type of engineer because I really loved math and I really wanted to create stuff, I guess. So I knew I wanted to be an engineer, but I didn't know what kind. And my dad works at the mines. He's a driller at the mines. And so he really wanted me to be a mining engineer. He wanted me to work at the mines just like him, right? And so I was like, sure, I'll give it a try. And then I went to college, and then I was taking classes. I took internships. I worked at the mines for the summers, and I learned that I enjoyed the people that I worked with more than the job that I was doing. And eventually my anxiety and depression got super high because I had 2 semesters left. So if I finish these 2 semesters, then I'm going to go back home in Nevada, and then I'm going to be working at the mines probably for the rest of my life. And so my anxiety, depression were like grabbing onto me, being like, no, we don't want to go that way. Please don't make us go that way. We don't want to go that way. We want to do something different with our lives. Please go down a different path. Please make your own road. Don't follow the one you're going on. Right? And I felt guilty because I was going for school. I always spent so much money. And, my dad really wanted me to become a mining engineer and work at the mines. But I just couldn't. I needed to do something different. Right? So yeah, I felt guilty for doing all of that just to say, hey, I actually want to do something totally different, But at the end of the day, I chased after my passion. I chased after what I wanted, and that anxiety and depression ceased. They minimized so much. It's like my body was like, thank God you listened to us. Thank you so much. Thank God we're going down a different path. And so there's guilt. That's okay. But, that's life. You shouldn't be here to fulfill your parents' dreams. You shouldn't be here to do the things that they've always wished they did. You're here to live your own life, and you're here to live your dreams, and you're here to chase after them, and you're here to explore what you want to explore, not what your parents want you to explore. So even if it's something very ordinary, like just you want to be a gardener and you want to garden and you want to grow plants and you know, go for it. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, whatever makes you feel excitement, whatever makes you feel joy, whatever makes you feel nervous to do something new, because, you know, nervousness doesn't mean bad. Nervousness just means that you care about something so much that you want it to go right. But this ordinary, it's cool how there's 2 8s. But ordinariness, it looks like it'll help with the guilt. Looking at your ordinary life and compare it. You know, usually people say, don't compare. No, I want you to compare it. I want you to compare the life that you want compared to the life where you're headed. And see which one you like better, you know, and which one, and it's important that it's something that you want. It's not that your parents want for you or something like that. But because there's beauty in ordinariness too. There's a beauty in all jobs, you know, because one thing like my dad obviously wanted for me was for me to, you know, climb the ladder. And if I did work at the mines, I probably would have eventually gotten to corporate status, you know, but that's not the way I would want to live life. I want to live life in a way to where I can work on my own time, and then I can have a lot of free time to do hobbies, to have good time. I would love to have a garden, you know, to do ordinary things, being an ordinary human. You know, we take it for granted, I feel, all these normal human things that we do on a day-to-day basis. You know, imagine a soul who doesn't have a body, who isn't a human, who is looking at us and being like, wow, you guys are so weird. You guys do some crazy cool stuff, but you guys do some weirder stuff. And but it's ordinary to us, you know, but it's different when looking at it from a different perspective. And sometimes it becomes more special looking at it from a different perspective, or looking at it from a perspective from, man, I can't, but what if I didn't have this thing, you know? How would my life look? How would I feel? And it helps you enjoy, you know, a little more about the situation that you are in. I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling, so I'm gonna keep going. The Princess of Wands. Yeah, this is this is seeing life with joy, you know, with excitement, with wonder, with I'm gonna tackle a new energy today. I don't know how to do this one hobby, and I really want to know how to do it, so I'm going to do it because it seems fun and I want to do it. And you know, you can't do all of those stuff if you just work. Like if I worked at the mining job, I would have been leaving to get on the bus at 4:15. It would be like an hour and 45-minute ride to the mine site, and then I would be working all the way up till 4, and then the ride back, so you don't get home till like 5:30 or 6. And look at that, there goes my day. If I want to learn this new hobby, well, good luck finding the time. So yeah, it seems like you also want to, you know, so same, there's no road here, okay, right? So imagine my vision of wanting to get paid for something that I can do just whenever, like these videos, whenever I can, whenever I want, and then to have a lot of free time to learn new things, to learn more hobbies, to create more stuff. You know, I would like to learn how to code, honestly, because that seems kind of fun. But I'm not going to go to school for it. I'm just going to teach myself and see if I can teach myself how to do cool little projects. I've been doing painted wood burnings. I've been having a lot of fun time doing that. And I would love to have more extra time on my hands to be able to do that kind of stuff as well. So, yeah, I feel like, I don't know, the Hierophant is here. The Hierophant teaches us. The Hierophant is the one that can see things from a different perspective. That's why I was talking about that there. So the Hierophant is the one that can see things from a different angle and can give you more information on that thing, right? So it's like, imagine this flower, right? And imagine you're seeing it from up here, right? So you can see this whole thing, but there's a hole underneath to this flower. You know, there's a lot of stuff that we can't see. And so this Hierophant is in a place to where he can see things from here. He can also see things from down there. He can see things from the inside. He can see things from the outside. This Hierophant can see everything, everywhere, all at once. And so he's very knowledgeable, right? So for us that can see things from up here, right, we trust the Hierophant and we can get information on the other side. Yeah, just imagine it in a big way to where us humans, right, we see things. Science tells us that there's a lot of things that we can't see, right, like infrared light and stuff like that. There's a lot of things that exist that we can't see with our human eyes. So we use other tools to help us see those things that we can't see with our human eyes, right? Like x-rays, even for example, right? Can you see bones? I can't see bones. But x-rays and stuff help us see things that our human eyes can't see, you know. So that's the Hierophant right there. One where you can see things that us humans can't see with our human eyes. So imagine that with this situation here. Imagine the Hierophant knows the road that you can take to get to where you need to go, right? And apparently that road is to chase that excitement, chase that Princess of Wands, chase that ordinary life, chase that let's just be, right? Let's just be human. The ones in charge really want us to be slaves, but I don't want to be a slave, right? Human doing. They want us to be a human doing, a slave. But I just want to be a human being. I just want to chill. I just want to sit down if I want to sit down. I just want to, go outside. If I want to go outside, I want to pick my garden. If I want to, I just want to be. Why do I have to keep doing all day just to get by? Like, no thank you. I want to chase my excitement. I want to have fun. I want to, kids turn to adults, and then adults are the worst. They get grumpy. They hate life. They become serious. And they become, it's like they know everything that is needed to be known. And then they're just kind of riding life till death. I don't want that for myself. I want to remain like a kid who is still excited about life, who is ready to tackle any adventure, any new thing, any unknown. Sees a puddle and is excited about seeing the puddle and wants to see the splash so bad, so he runs in and jumps into the water and to the puddle so that it splashes, and how fun that splash was, instead of being like an adult who sees a puddle and he's like, no, don't get in there, you're gonna get wet, right? No. I don't want to turn into that, right, Luna? Alright, so we'll get some last bit of words of advice from the Office Oracle deck, and we'll just do one. And it is card number 30. This good card is my Perfektenschlag card. The Shrewds have a word for when everything is coming together perfectly, and that word is Perfektenschlag, which should not be confused with perfect pork anus. So Perfektenschlag. Everything is coming together perfectly, Cancer. Woo! What a ride. Well, I really hope this reading helped. If it did help, please help me as well by leaving a like, leaving a comment, and subscribing if you would like to keep hanging out, as this is a safe place where we try to figure life out together. So thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.